Next day, I received a call from the Kpop Audition. Hi, I'm from the Kpop Audition, and then, are you? Hi guys, my name is Johnston, and today I'm going to talk to you about my Kpop Audition Experience. So if you guys haven't watched the part 1, which is the truth of Kpop idols, you can go and pop by and look at it first. Of course, being a Kpop fan, I would love to become a Kpop idol, and I would love to be signed by agencies. And at the age of maybe 18, I started my first Kpop audition. The first Kpop audition was a company that is a subsidiary company of JYP. It's called Alpha Entertainment, and then I took part in it. So back then I thought that I was very good looking and I had style, and then because I couldn't really sing or dance back then, I chose modeling because I'm really tall. I'm 6 feet, so I thought that maybe if I went there like that, I could have a better chance of getting in. So I still remember that day when I was going for that, like it was in it should be Neon Polytechnic. There was a super duper long queue, and then we had to queue outside. I was wearing a cardigan with a singlet and pants, and then I didn't expect to be like in the sun for like so long, maybe like 3 to 4 hours waiting for my turn. And by then I was like perspiring a lot and I was really smelly, so that wasn't like the best sight. I think the waiting part is the most scary part, okay? Eventually it was my turn. So what you would do in the audition is that you go in like groups of 5s, and then so each person will present whatever you have prepared for. So for me back then, I chose modeling. So what I had to do was a catwalk, and to tell you the truth, I have never catwalked before. It was horrible, and it was something that really scarred me. Okay, so what I did was literally like this. Having no catwalk experience, I just stomped down to the left, pose, to the right, pose, to the center, pose, and then walk back. And I could hear people like laughing behind me because they didn't expect this is what I would do. They thought that I would sing or dance, but this is definitely not something that they have thought about. And I guess the judges were kind of like, I could really see that in their faces, and because I had a lot of fringe, so they would ask the translator to ask me to like lift up my fringe so that they want to see your forehead. So the thing is that if they ask you to lift your forehead, right, they are kind of interested in how you look, and they will want to see if you have any scars or how high your forehead is actually, whether this is like a good ratio of what they should pick. So I normally think that this is a good sign because they're at least interested in how you really look like. So after everyone finishes, you can just leave. So there's nothing much you can do after that but wait for the call. The next day, I received a call from the Kpop Audition. Hi, I'm from the Kpop Audition, and then, are you XXX? And then I was like, oh hello, I am Johnston. And then they're like, oh, sorry, wrong number, bye. It turns out that they're looking for a female, and I guess they confused my tag number with someone's tag number. It was the person after me or before me, I couldn't remember. It was a young girl that danced, so I think that she got in. Like, can you imagine like how disappointed I was? I actually received a call from them, but it wasn't for me. So my hopes were like really high and then it just dropped. So I was like really upset. So basically that sums up my first Kpop audition experience. I learned that, so depending on your waiting area, it can be air conditioned or not. So if your waiting area is not air conditioned, do try not to wear something so stuffy and so like, you know, you perspire a lot and you smell sweaty, you know, it just makes you look horrible. So try to wear something more airy that doesn't make you perspire a lot. You should prepare yourself, because obviously I have never studied catwalk, I have never done modeling in any way, so like do not go for something that you think you're good at and you're not good at. I do remember the people laughing at me and I know who they are. Yeah, so really thoroughly prepare yourself for your audition experience, and you do not want to be a laughing stock. And yeah, getting that call is really important if you get in, and if you don't get in, then it's okay, you learn from your experience, you learn from your mistakes. So like a few years down the road, I've had another K-pop audition experience. It was TVN K-pop Star Hunt. So for that, right, you need to send in your audition tapes first. So I got in through the first round and into the second round. And during the second round, then they'll look at you face to face. So there were about maybe 100 to 200 of us, and then we had to perform whatever we want in front of them. So out of my abilities, dancing and singing, I felt that my dancing ability is slightly better than my singing, so obviously I focused on that. So I chose a song. It was back then Chinese Ring Ding Dong. So I practiced for that. I asked certain friends to teach me to clean up my moves maybe a few months before I get in. And then during that day itself, that was what I performed. Back then I went to this audition with another friend. So the thing that kind of was different was that I was more prepared, but then I had another mistake. I wrote down in my information that I am a cosplayer, and then I have been going overseas for performance and whatnot. So this kind of intrigued them, because they thought that, oh, this is the first time they're gonna see a cosplayer, and then they're gonna have a slightly different contestant. But this was how I looked back then. I kind of have slightly longer hair. I kind of dyed my hair green. So from my first video, like I told you guys, there are some things that you shouldn't do, but I did all of them. I know that I didn't wear very perspiring inducing kind of clothing. Okay, so we were at the waiting area, so me and my friend, we went to the toilet because we were so nervous, right? And there was no place for us to even practice. We started practicing in the toilet. So I was just dancing in the toilet, just looking at the reflection, and my friend was singing. And then suddenly came out a producer that was in the toilet. So he came out and asked us are you guys going for the audition? Then I'm like, yeah, this is our text. And then they were like, okay, good. They want to make a different storyline for Singapore's stop. So they told us to okay, go in together, and they want to feature us because we were doing this in the toilet. So they wanted to make this into something interesting and funny. And then back then I was kind of scared. I was like, oh shit, what have I gotten myself into? But at the same time, I felt that okay, maybe this is a good experience. This is a good opportunity because we might have more screen time than other people. I have no idea. And then we went in together, and then I prepared my dance, and then my friend sang. So after that, they told us that they noticed that we are cosplayers, and then we have performed before, so they asked us to perform our cosplay routine, which is dancing and singing. So it was very awkward, but we did it because we were just trying to showcase them what we do. One local judge told us that to say that you are cosplayers, and why aren't you cosplaying? So in my mind, I was thinking, why do I even have to cosplay? This is a K-pop audition. So they actually thought that I would wear my costume and wig for a K-pop audition. They want this to be part of their show special segment, that there's this weird person cosplaying and trying to become a K-pop idol. But I was telling them to respect your show, we don't do that because I don't think it's right. And she told us that, oh, you guys look just like anyone out there. Then I told them that, oh, maybe I dyed my hair and have longer hair, so I tried to set myself apart, and she wasn't pleased with that. So as usual, the person asks how my forehead looks like. They have this obsession with forehead. So look, I prepared a dance, right? The next thing they asked me to do was sing. So I think that was a plus point because they are interested in how I sound like. So if my dance wasn't good enough, they would have asked me to go away. But they asked me to sing, and they want to look at my forehead, my beautiful forehead. So after that, I sang. But I wasn't prepared because I didn't know that you need to sing even though I was auditioning for the dancing position. So I sang a little bit of a Chinese song, and then maybe about 30 seconds. I don't think my vocals are great. I don't think that they are bad either. They're just very average. At the end of the day, it was because we didn't come in cosplay, and maybe we didn't have that wow factor that they were expecting. I wasn't chosen to go to the third round. So I learned that from this experience that if you are a cosplayer, or if you have any other media kind of presence that's not related to K-pop, they will expect a lot and they think that you will come like that. So to prevent them from disappointing themselves, do not write anything special unless you are someone that, if you have appeared in TV commercials, if you have been on shows or something memorable, then I think you should write that down. But other than that, I think you shouldn't if it's not related to K-pop. So I didn't really pursue further after that. I decided to change my whole industry. I kind of like makeup, so I started to do K-pop makeup instead. Of course, deep down I still want to be a K-pop idol, but then I feel that maybe being signed by a company at my age is kind of difficult. I mean, I'm 28 years old. I may not look like it, but the fact is I'm a 1992. Like, they look at your information, if they see that you're above 25, high chance is that they'll just throw your paper away without even you knowing it. I hope you guys learned something or two, and this is the end of this mini like K-pop series where I talk about what my experience is. And I mean, moving forward, I know that I cannot be a K-pop idol, but that doesn't mean that I don't like work towards my goal. Eventually, if I earn enough money, I think I will want to make a song, I will want to make a dance video, I want to make a music video, and then I'll be a self-funded idol. Yeah, so self-produced idol, if that makes sense. That is still my goal, so I'm still working on it, and then this is what I will want to do in future. I think this is something on my bucket list, and you guys being on my social media helps me to achieve this. And I would really like to thank you guys for like watching my videos, and thank you all that has been supporting me. I'll continue to share more videos, continue to share more content so that I can move slightly closer to my goal. Yeah. So if you enjoyed this video, do give me a like and comment down below what you have learned, and I would like to hear from you guys what kind of content I should make in the future, and I'll see you guys next time. Bye!